سبحان فالق الإصباح.
Allahu Akbar!
Ding dong. Hello?
Yes, that's right, infidels. You found us here, channelattitude.com, Hameen Media Group, where you get the most real talk, the best reviews of all your favorite wrestling shows from AEW and WWE, Impact, and more, because we're going to break it all down with the best staff in professional wrestling at HMG. So you don't need to go anywhere else, because there's no 5 stars here. There's only $5 face slaps, infidel.
Allahu Akbar!
So sign up today, channelattitude.com, Hameen Media Group, and join the Hameen Army for the most real talk in professional wrestling. YOLO!
We interrupt this regularly scheduled program with breaking news from Dollar Club Wrestling. Dollar Club champion Rock Hard Jim was viciously attacked by a masked assailant outside of 112 North Midland Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania earlier this morning. Here's security footage that we recovered from the scene. After the assault, we were able to get a few words from the not-so-enthused champion via satellite.
What do you call a man that attacks you from behind? I guess the word would be a coward. Well then what is the word for a man who attacks you from behind and has a mix? I think the word is little bitch. You just made the biggest mistake of your life, little bitch. Because I am the champion. I am Dollar Club Wrestling, and I make the rules. So on October 27th, at Mischief Night, with the title on the line, you will be there. And you will recognize me.
If you have any information on this masked assailant, please contact your local authorities or email dollarclubwrestling@gmail.com. This is Courtney Bensley from Channel 10 News, signing off.
The PWC Network. What the world is watching and listening to.
Hello, I'm Homeboy Shivani, and now the PWC, the Pro Wrestling Coalition, is on the air for the most exciting 2 hours of professional wrestling podcasting in the world. We're gonna put butts in seats and ears to the streets. And now, here are your hosts, Jimmy T and Christopher Ambs.
Holy shit, Jimmy, that's a bunch of intros that I haven't heard before. That's cool, man. We have a Big Ray intro for the PWC? Fuck yeah!
We've always had that intro just quietly for quite a long time. First time you're hearing it on here, though.
Holy fuck, that's awesome. Oh, super cool. Alright, well, usually I would start this shit off by saying, it's Wednesday night, but it ain't. It's Saturday night. But you know what that means anyway. It's time for your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast about AEW Dynamite. That's right. It is time for the Skirmish, ladies and gentlemen. You're on with me, Christopher Ambs. That's AMBS, like Lambs with no L, or bullshit in the morning. And I am here with my usually unusual co-host with the most from the Port Phillip Coast, a good friend to you and me, Jimmy T of the PWC. Jimmy, how the fuck are you, mate?
I'm good, man. And you know what? I'm just pumped that you're back, Chris. The OG fucking two are back. It's the podcaster's favorite podcast, and that's you and I.
and we're back at it once again. It's not Wednesday, it's Saturday, and it's the Skirmish right here on the PWC Network.
That's right. Hey, man, I'm the right person to have on for this episode, too, because, AEW Dynamite was coming to you from the greatest country that is north of the United States. From my home country, Canada. My home province, even. Although the trip between Kenora and Toronto is legitimately like a 26-hour drive. If you've ever wondered how big Canada is, that's in the same province.
Oh, Canada. You know what? I should have had the Canadian national anthem on cue, but for whatever reason, it's not here anymore. Did someone fucking delete it? It wasn't me. But that's okay. It'll make a comeback.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land. I'm just kidding. I won't subject our audience to me singing. But, yeah, Toronto. And what a fucking crowd for the show, man. Wow.
Yeah. Well, can I just say, what the hell is the Coca-Cola Coliseum, bro?
I have no fucking idea where that is. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Canada, if land. Oh, man, this brings a tear to my eye, Chris. This one's not just for you, but for all the Canadian AEW fans out there. They're troopers, bro. I'm telling you, man. To put up with that shit, oh, Canada. And they were loving it, bro. They were rocking us the whole show.
Holy fuck, was this crowd awesome, dude. Like, this show wasn't even that good, but this crowd made me enjoy myself.
Hey, look, man, I'm not going to lie, but I always look forward to any professional wrestling show in the Great White North, bro. I'll be honest, man, you guys are one of the best fans for professional wrestling by a mile, bro. You're right up there. And I think you're better than our good old American friends down south, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of places where I'm always excited to see what the crowd's like. Chicago, New York.
Oh, absolutely.
Atlanta, when WCW was still running. Philadelphia has some pretty good crowds too sometimes. But man, Toronto is just fucking crazy. And they brought it tonight. Well, AEW brought it tonight too because, starting off the show in Canada, they bring out the newest member of the broadcast team for AEW. That's right, Renee Paquette, who is Canadian.
Yes,
she
is.
She didn't do a live version of Oral Sessions because that wouldn't be PG-13. But she did do an interview with Christian, who came out and he vowed that Luchasaurus's victory over Jack Perry in tonight's opening contest was as certain as the Maple Leafs losing in the first round of the playoffs.
Oof. Damn, that's a bad one. Is that true, Chris? Are the Maple Leafs that fucking bad?
They are so bad. They are the worst. They choke so badly. Okay, so I'm wearing a Blue Jays shirt, and it kind of looks like a Blue Jays shirt. But you know how badly they choked? You know how badly they choked the other night, where they had like a 7-run lead and they fucked it up?
Damn.
That's still nothing compared with how badly the Toronto Maple Leafs have choked every single fucking time they've been in the playoffs. Jimmy, did you know that there is not a single player actively playing in the NHL now who has lost a playoff round to the Maple Leafs? That is true.
Nah, for real?
They're that bad.
Shouldn't the Leafs be fucking sort of challenging for a Stanley Cup every year, like the way they've built their fucking team?
You'd think so, unless you knew the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Well, that's true. I mean, I love ice hockey, but I'm not into it like, obviously, like you are. Like, I don't follow it week in, week out. Personally, I'm a Hawks fan, though. But I don't know why. It's just Chicago Blackhawks is just, that's what I went for. But
no, it's all good. Habs forever, man. Habs forever for me.
There you go.
Bleu, Blanc, Rouge, all that shit, man. I love the Montreal Canadiens. In fact,
The Canadians.
Les Canadiens de Montréal.
See, for me, it was Chris Chelios why I went for the Hawks, just quietly. But yeah, continue.
Chelios was great. He was fantastic. Very good Red Wing as well.
Come on.
Okay, here's a couple of jokes about the Toronto Maple Leafs, and then we'll get on with the show. Okay, so Jimmy, why does everyone in Toronto drink out of glasses?
Why?
Because all the cups are in Montreal.
Oh, whoa, damn.
Yeah. Okay, second joke. Joke the second. So Hamilton is like a smallish city that's outside of Toronto, right? They've had an opportunity to get an NHL team a few times.
They have?
Yes, but the NHL doesn't seem to want to let them. So why doesn't the NHL want to allow Hamilton to have a real NHL team, Jimmy?
Is it because they'll get more cups than fucking the Leafs?
No, it's because if Hamilton had a real NHL team, Toronto would want one too.
Oh, damn, bro. That bad, man.
Yeah, and I just pissed off one of my ex-girlfriends. Hi, Cass, love ya. And also that girl I was telling you about earlier. She's a huge Leafs fan. So
you went there, not me, bro.
I'm just pissing off everybody.
I won't go there, but Chris, I won't go there. But that's on you if you decide to go there. But hey,
no, we're not getting any more into that. I'm just saying I know some people who I have some history with who are Leafs fans. All right, so let's get into the fucking opening contest here. Luchasaurus, he dominates the action early on. He's using his power, to sort of keep control of the smaller man. Jack Perry, who is referred to as Jack Perry a number of times on commentary and not Jungle Boy. He starts using,
You know why, but Chris, sorry for cutting you off, but you know why he's labeled as that, right?
But why?
I'll tell you why. Because
a Maple Leafs joke?
No, well, maybe, but it's even better because he's a man.
He's a man.
he's a man's man. That's the joke here at the PWC. I've been using this since you've been gone. Every time we talk about Jungle Boy, it's about him becoming a man. But now he's Jack Perry. They don't seem to call him Jungle Boy anymore, even though he still looks like he jumps off trees.
Jungle Jack
Perry. But sorry, he's a man now, a real man's man, Chris. So please continue.
He's a real man. So Perry
escapes.
Perry's using some pretty good escapes. He's avoiding getting put through a table at ringside. He eventually delivers a sunset flip powerbomb from the apron through the table, and it's a transition. It's not the end of the match.
Typical, man. Some shit just don't change, bro. It just doesn't, Chris. I know you probably haven't watched it in a while, but dude, I'm telling you, it's getting worse.
Bro, this company. So later there's some near falls where each guy's, it looks like they might win the match, but it's not the end. Jungle Boy delivers Christian Cage's kill switch at one point, and then he applies the snare trap, but Luchasaurus gets out of it, delivers a choke slam from the top and a burning hammer for the win. The match was fine. There was no major screw-ups or anything in this match. Jack Perry works good when he's wrestling against somebody who's that much bigger than him because, his size disadvantage is easy to tell a story. They told that story. There was the big man versus the quick man, etc. Here's my problem with this, Jimmy.
Please tell me.
They've been telling this fucking story for like 2 goddamn years, and they haven't said fuck all. I stopped watching AEW a few months ago to take a little break, and Luchasaurus turned heel right after that. They're still in the exact same fucking place they were before. This isn't long-term storytelling. It's just long.
Yes, it is, Chris. It's it's long-term storytelling, Chris.
Ugh.
That's what they'll tell you. I mean, come on, dude. Long-term storytelling with no substance.
Bro, I can't stand it. It's awful. Anyway, match was fine. Jimmy, are they going anywhere with these guys? Like, is this actually are they gonna pay this fucking thing off eventually? Or, like, next year when we do the show around Halloween, we're still going to be talking about Jack Perry and Luchasaurus, or what?
Well, first of all, this was obvious that Luchasaurus was going to get the win here on Dynamite, man. It just, I just knew that's where they were going to go, because Jungle Boy Jack Perry will get his fucking comeuppance probably on the next pay-per-view, and then we can take it home, hopefully. Or they'll go and get a Jungle Boy win, and then we go to a rubber match where Christian's the final fucking guy. So he beats fucking Luchasaurus at the next pay-per-view, and then by the next pay-per-view after that one, he'll beat Christian, and then hopefully we're done. Hopefully.
Sorry. I'm just trying to share this out so that I can share this. Okay, never mind. Yeah, bro. It's like, we've been saying the same fucking things about this company for how long at this point? And it's just like, can we make a fucking step now, right? Like, okay, they were in this same fucking... It's like they're telling a story, and they're basically telling this story that a man opened the door and walked out of his house. That's the story that they're telling. But they've literally taken 6 months to tell the story. Like, they're adding, like, this is like, you know, when you have a homework assignment and you didn't really study, so,
right,
you know, you have to get a certain amount of words. So instead of saying, like, I'm tired, you're like, you just, like, add words into it to make it, like, longer, right? Like, you're just trying to make your thing, like, longer. So you're like, I have gone to the store a number of times because it is good, and I like going to the store. It makes me, you know what I mean? Like, you're just stretching this fucking story as far as you fucking can so that you can make it last longer. That's what AEW storytelling reminds me of. That's what this fucking segment reminded me of. Get somewhere already, you fucks.
Yeah, exactly. And we've been saying this shit for fucking a long time. When we were the ones laughing Booker of the Year, right? For like, it feels like for over a year at the very least, right?
Booker of the Year.
While everyone was like, TK, you're this, you're that, you're fucking blah, blah, blah. No, man, he's, in many ways, I feel like he's out of touch. And he's fucking our age, bro. Yep. He shouldn't be out of touch.
Yep. Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I'm going to get into this later, right? But how many times did someone complain that someone else thought or referred to them as a kid?
Oh my god.
That came up 3 fucking times on this episode.
Oh my god.
Oh, you don't take me seriously. You think I'm
a man
kid.
now.
I'm a man now. I'm a man.
Well, it's true, man. This is why I've got this damn song queued up all the time. Like, because that's what this shit is, bro. It's all about being a man, bro.
Is this TK just like getting out some of his angst because somebody on the NFL Network said that he was immature or something? Like, I swear to fucking God, man. I don't know. I don't know how many people listening also like are in Mexico or like this or like.
We do. We've got a lot of listeners and viewers actually in Mexico, as a matter of fact. We're actually quite popular there.
Okay, to all our Mexican fans and those who like Spanish language TV shows, the guy from Club de Cuervos, like the owner, the son, that's TK. He's a fucking moron. He's an asshat of all asshats. He is a fucking child, and everything involved in this fucking show just comes across as, I'm mad. How come you don't take me seriously? Shut the fuck up, TK. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. It's cringe, bro. It's fucking cringe. It's true. I don't know if it's all the coca or if it's just... I feel like it's his upbringing. This show is quickly becoming his way of upbringing, bro. Like what he went through, like during high school or some shit.
All the big, strong, athletic guys lose.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Because our jocks that used to bully him, probably. Even though Jeff doesn't agree, actually we've spoken about this because he thinks, no, when you got money, no one bullies you. I'm like, bullshit. I don't care if you got money or you don't, man. If you're a fucking dweeb, you're a dweeb. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you got money or no. That just means you're a dweeb with money. You know what I'm saying?
Jeff thinks that every single person who goes to college in like Connecticut doesn't get bullied. No, they do.
They do
get bullied.
Absolutely.
Yo, to Todd Brantley. Yo,
what up, Todd?
Brother?
What's going on? Todd says in the chat also, I'm not a dweeb, am I? No,
Fuck
Todd,
no.
you're cool, bro.
Todd's
You're
the best,
great.
Dude.
You're no dweeb, man. But TK is definitely a fucking dweeb.
Ah, just awful, dude. Awful. And like all the pretty girls are bitches because none of the pretty girls talked to him when he was in high school. Like, I swear, man. I fucking swear this guy is he is the millennials millennial and he's not even a fucking millennial. Like, dude.
The millennials millennial. Damn. Bro. Oh, man. Look, this is... I can't say... I just don't... Is it too much coke benders for this guy? Is it?
I think it's definitely that.
You gotta see, and actually it's on the PWC Network. You can check it out there because I've chucked it on there for people to hear, right? He does an interview with Ariel Helwani last week, bro.
Canadian. Sorry.
He is, and he's a great fucking Canadian at that, but he did move to the US just quietly. Ariel
Helwani. Yeah.
Oh, well, he buried fucking TK, I felt like. But to be fair, TK wasn't fucking, like, answering a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. Cut a long story short, you got to listen to it. It's awkward, bro. In the end, he fucking, he basically said, after he did that show, he said on the air that was the most awkward interview he's ever done in his life. He's talking about TK, as in Ariel Helwani said that. Yeah. He goes, the worst fucking interview ever. And I can see that, man. It was cringe, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't imagine what talking to that fucking guy would be like. First of all, he's got his fucking eyes like glued open like this whenever he talks.
You gotta see his eyes this time. Bro, his hair was all over the place. Everything, bro.
Oh, dude.
He was off his fucking tap, bro.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go high. Shall we say? Very high.
I'm not gonna put up with this shit anymore. Shut up, DK.
Oh, bad, dude. Shut the fuck up. Cut the shit, Tony. Literally.
Cut the shit.
You know what I'm saying? Cut the shit, man. Anyway, Chris, fuck.
Did we lose Jimmy? Oh, no, he's back.
I'm here. I thought we lost you, Chris, because you froze there for a second. But yeah, we're back. We're back. Oh, we've also got another comment from Todd in the chat. TK just kayfabed him and didn't give him anything. That's true. He gave him absolutely fucking nothing. Like, I don't even know what the fuck the point was.
I mean, and that's the thing. If that's what happened, then that's a shitty interview. Why did you bother doing
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it was bad. It was bad. Jade Cargill's been telling the wrong Tony to cut the shit. Exactly. She's probably really telling that Tony to cut the shit. Clearly. I mean, come on. I mean, fuck.
Well, anyway. Warjoe, which is a great fucking name.
Oh, yeah. It's cool, bro. That cool just fucking oozes off that name, bro.
Warjoe. And they'll face us next week. We'll call ourselves Chris Me. Jimis.
Chris Me. That sounds weird and funny at the same time.
Jimis just sounds like somebody trying to say jism, but like with a speech impediment. Jimis.
Jitham.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Or saying sprog.
We're off to a great fucking start on the show.
Hey, man, I miss this shit, bro. I mean, you know, only you and I can do this fucking stupidity shit when it comes to the skirmish. And why not, man? We need to have a little bit of fun while talking about AEW and especially talking TK, bro.
All right. So Warjoe beats up Marshall and Camarado. It's a good squash match. It makes the bigger guys look like monsters. It's great. It's fine. Not going to get into all the details. After the match, someone whose actual name is Nana came out.
Yes.
With Brian Cage. And
yes.
The Gates of Agony.
Sounds like a hemorrhoid, bro. A real bad one at that too, man.
The gates of fucking agony. Seriously, TK? I need you to get rid of your copy of Dante's Inferno. Throw it out. It's clearly the only fucking book you've ever read. You've got to read another book to get some of these naming conventions from. Because every single fucking group just sounds like the most angsty fucking 14-year-old being pissed off applying eyeliner. The Death Triangle. The House of Black. The Gates of Agony.
Fucking retarded shit, bro. What about the embassy, bro?
Oh, Jesus
The
Christ.
fucking embassy of what?
The embassy.
The embassy. Like, think about it.
The embassy.
But of what? What are they? The embassy of what?
What
does that even mean in pro wrestling?
There's only one embassy that I think should be referred to that, and it's probably where Jamal Khashoggi died. So.
Shout outs to Bin Salman. And shout outs to Bin Hamin, mind you.
Yeah.
Yallah.
Shout outs to Bin Hamin, for sure. We'll give that one, yeah. And that other guy, just don't fucking kill me, okay?
Todd says in the chat, at least I don't have 30 different factions. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Yeah. How the fuck do you keep Oh, God.
Man, this company... I mean, seriously. If we didn't have this... we need some comedy fix, like, during the week when it comes to professional wrestling. AEW always deliver, man. Come on. Lately, I feel like they've gone backwards, Chris. If you look back all the way to 2019, when they first debuted Dynamite, right? Did they debut in 2019 as well? Their first ever pay-per-view, right? It was. I'm pretty sure. Right. And then later in the year, that's when Dynamite fucking debuted. Look at it from then. They were at the MCI Center, episode 1, Dynamite, right? Last week, they were also in Washington, D.C., or the week before. But not at the MCI Center, bro. At some Ricky Dink fucking second-rate arena, bro.
At the Coca-Cola Arena in Toronto.
Yeah, that's why I asked you. I thought it was at Air Canada Center, bro. I thought that's where they initially announced that. You know what I mean? If they did, clearly they didn't sell that out. But it looked packed at the Coca-Cola Coliseum. I mean, I want to know how many people that fits, actually. I'm going to fucking look that up right now.
All right, you look it up. I'll keep talking. FTR come out, and the crowd went fucking nuts for FTR. That was cool.
For sure.
Dax actually pointed at his arm, sort of pointing out that he was getting goosebumps. So, Toronto, great crowd. They revealed that Sean Spears is with them, which got a huge pop.
10.
Yeah, so it got a huge pop from the Toronto crowd, because obviously he's Canadian, and it got a what the fucking fuck from me.
Yeah, me too.
He's been the chairman. He's been a bad guy this entire time, and now, for no discernible reason whatsoever, he's a good guy? Help me here, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's and the Pinnacle's back, bro.
But they're all faces.
Except for MJF. I guess he's not a Pinnacle member anymore. I mean,
they kicked the leader out of the Pinnacle
unofficially.
That's great. That's great. It's like the Hart Foundation being like, Brett, you can't come in here anymore.
Yeah, he said it's called instead of Bret the Hitman Hart, it's Bread the Hitman Hart or something. You know what I mean? I know that was cheesy, but fuck. But I just want to say, the Coca-Cola Coliseum, by the way, does not even hold. You'd be lucky to get 9,000, bro.
Oh yeah,
8,500, bro. Really?
Well, it's definitely not the Air Canada Center.
It's definitely not that. I mean, yeah, but that's my point. My point was, go back to year 1 and look at year 3. I feel like they've gone backwards, bro, in terms of attendances. Just the hype. It's starting to feel sort of Ricky Dink, especially without Kenny, Punk. You know, even the Bucks, fuck, I said it. You know what I mean? Now you just look forward to MJF pretty much. You know, sort of the Moxley Hangman shit that's going on because it involves MJF really anyway. Mm-hmm. Tell me what else is... I don't mind Jericho being the honorable Chris Jericho, which is funny to me. But, like... It's just... Ocho. I don't know, bro. Look here, the Ocho. Really, Chris? 8 fucking time world champion? The Ring of Honor title don't even fucking count, bro.
Yeah, what? Come on. Come on.
Come on. It's a fucking shindy fucking title for crying out loud.
Like, come on,
man. It's ridiculous. You might as well add in the Impact fucking world titles too. At one point, you could have considered them. Not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, at one point, Impact was getting like almost 2 million people, a little over 2 million people watching, right?
And Vince Russo was the... See, this is what people don't want to acknowledge, right? People can give shit to Vinny Roo all they want, right? And I'm not just saying this because we work for Vince Russo and shit, right? On channelattitude.com, just quietly, where you can check us out over there too. It's not because of that. The numbers don't lie. When he was the main writer, they were averaging 1.7s to just under 2 million, bro. Mm-hmm. The whole time he was the head writer. After that, it was just a big decline. Bang.
Do you know what I've always really appreciated about Vince Russo's style of I know he doesn't call it booking, writing, I guess.
The Crash TV style of
Yeah,
booking?
listen, I don't even really like the Crash TV. Like, I look back at the Attitude Era and I'm kind of ho-hum about a lot of stuff that was going on in it. I know lots of people love it. It's their favorite part of wrestling. That's fine. I don't love it. And I never really thought that Vince Russo was... I never thought he was as bad as everybody says. I never thought that he was as good as some people say. Here's what I loved about Vince Russo's ability, though, and what he did. Every character on TV had something going on. There was something going on. There was some kind of storyline. There was something moving forward, some kind of a plot that was pushing in a certain direction. It wasn't always a good direction. Sometimes it was a fucking mess. But Vince Russo always let everybody get a certain amount of focus. Like Val Venus,
top to bottom, bro. Val
Venus was a European champion, right? But somebody was gonna try to chop his pee-pee off because he had sex with, Suk Kim or whatever the fuck, right? Like, but really though, like everybody had a storyline when Vince Russo was writing a show. I like that, and I think that connects with people. Whether or not his storylines were always my favorite, no, some of them were silly. Mae Young giving birth to a hand is ridiculous.
Yeah. Actually, he wasn't around, I don't think, by that point, so you can't blame him for that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Buff Bagwell's mother on a fucking forklift, whatever.
That was definitely him, right?
Like, we can get into it, right? Vince Russo had some silly fucking ideas, but he always gave everybody some kind of focus. And I think that's awesome. And I think that's missing from a lot of modern day professionals.
Well, funny enough, since you were missing, on the Skirmish for the last, couple of months at the very least, you do know Bin Hamin, Stevie Richards, and Vince Russo were actually writing Raw at one stage, right?
I do know that, yes.
Well, they were what's the word? Advisors to Raw, basically. But some of their storylines did come through. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, I don't know. Because apparently, for example, the Money in the Bank match, the one where they were on top of the building, on top of the, what's it called, man? Titan Towers.
Yep.
That'll be headquarters. Did you ever see that Money in the Consultants? Thank you, Todd. That's right, Consultants. The match up the top of the fucking roof at Titan Towers, Money in the Bank match. Apparently that was their idea and that went through, which was a great idea.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing about... I do... First of all, if Vince Russo is writing with Bin Hamin, I would let him write anything. Because Bin Hamin... As much as I like Vince Russo's style of everybody gets a certain focus, and I like Vince Russo by himself... Bin Hamin is fucking brilliant when it comes to wrestling.
I agree.
That 100%. That guy, the fact that he's not already writing the biggest fucking show in professional wrestling somewhere is a travesty for professional wrestling. That guy gets it better than almost anybody I've ever heard talk about professional wrestling. Really.
I agree 100%, man. And he's passionate too, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think he deserves a shot if he's not already fucking doing something and we just don't know it. I mean, shit. I mean, he's been doing shit with Serena Deeb lately, which is some great shit. You got to check that out, bro, if you haven't already, which is fucking awesome. But, man, absolutely. I mean, heck, even GGP. Did you see his 2 matches on Yeah, against Brian Cage this past week and Lance Archer. I will give him this. Yes, he lost. But you know what I admire about GGP? And I'm not saying that because I know him personally and shit, right? This is the truth. I laugh because he knows how to get his shit in without getting completely jobbed, which impresses me. And I've been meaning to actually say that to him.
Archer in the knee was fucking awesome.
Man, he made Brian Cage look like a fool a lot of the times too, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at one stage, you know, the commentators were kind of giving him shit. And I'm not talking about Excalibur and Taz. They were cool with him. But the other guys, like Big Show and fucking and Rick Caboni from Ring of Honor and shit. And then they're like, oh, shit. Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? He knows how to get his shit in even when he's meant to be jobbed.
Fucking A. Shout outs to GGP. Good job.
Absolutely. And thank you for the birthday wishes, by the way, GGP. Thank you, bro.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Next up here, we're going to keep going. Billy Gunn versus Swerve Strickland is a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Okay. TK, 60-year-old men shouldn't be having this long a professional wrestling match on your television. I know Billy Gunn looks like God. Okay,
he looks great, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, fuck. If I was his age, once I get to his age and I look like that, I'll be happy as Larry, bro.
Bro, if I looked like that now or ever, I would
exactly.
I don't know what I would do. I would just I would literally never wear a shirt. I'd be doing this podcast right now, but I'd have it like angled at my abs. Just be like, yeah, you guys see this?
Sit to me, daddy ass.
Fuck, bro. Okay, yeah, he looks great. It's not appropriate. He's not a great. He wasn't a great in-ring technician when he was good.
No.
And now he's 60 years old. Don't do that again. I did really like the spot where he wasn't sure if he was going to do a suck it or a scissors. And he was kind of like...
Well, funny enough, they did acknowledge him on WWE's show. And Todd says in the chat, the match was meh and it wasn't Billy Gunn's fault. I mean, I think both these guys just don't click in the ring. I mean, let's be honest, man. I mean...
Yeah, they don't click in the ring. I actually like Swerve.
Me too. I'm a huge fan of Swerve.
But what the fuck do you do with a 60-year-old in the ring? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, look, for his age, he can still move. You know what I mean? It still feels like a Billy Gunn match, man. Very much so, even from back in the 90s compared to now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but who, even in the 90s, went, oh, a Billy Gunn match?
True. But the one thing that everyone has always said about Billy Gunn, honestly, he's always been known to be very strong, right? And he's always jacked, bro. And he looks exactly the same. His face is aged. His body looks fucking just as good as it did fucking 25 years ago, bro.
That is fair. And yes, Billy Gunn has always had the look of a professional wrestler.
Absolutely. And he's tall, too. He's not short, man. He's got the perfect sort of height to build ratio going, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's like
for a pro wrestler.
5,
yeah, absolutely.
Yep. No, really.
I'm very athletic, too.
All right, so I did like that. Swerve gets the win at the end here, which was the right way to go. Smart Mark Sterling and Tony Nese come out and say that they've trademarked Scissor Me. Way to kill the t-shirt sales, you fucking idiots.
Bad.
Like, seriously though, what?
I don't know where they're going with this, bro. It's stupid. It's just pointless, to be honest, man. When it's not going to affect the Acclaim. You know what's funny, bro? How long have you and I been saying about the Acclaim when no one was nowhere near onto them like we were, bro? I mean, let's go back 2 years, bro. At least. We've been doing this shit now. We're going on to our 3rd year, bro, coming up. Can you believe that? We're nearly up to episode 100 of the Skirmish, bro.
Whew.
Can you believe that shit? We're only a few weeks away, right, of episode 100. That's going to be a huge one, right?
And we've been telling people how fucking awesome the Acclaimed are since, like, a couple months in. Because I think our first couple of shows, we were like, this is ridiculous. But then
at first,
it grew on us way quicker than it seems to have on the general audience. Yeah.
And sure, his raps are fucking cheesy, right? And yes, Johnny the Jobber destroyed him. That sort of fucked up my perception a little bit, right? But I can put that all aside because no one really knows about that incident, right? I will say this. He's not freestyling, bro, because he looked like a clown when someone challenged him for real in a freestyle. I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, no.
But, man, we were saying from pretty much day dot, from 2 years ago, bro, we've been saying this shit. These guys are crazy. They're going to get over eventually. It took 2 years, bro, for everyone else to see what we were seeing 2 years ago.
They're super over right now. And it's good to see.
Super over.
They're both really talented dudes.
Absolutely.
Right on. I did like also that the Toronto crowd. I mean, again, I love Toronto for this kind of shit. They did "Oh Scissor Me Daddy" to the tune of One Nation Army, so it was "Oh Scissor Me Daddy."
I didn't realize. Oh, scissor me, dad.
So good.
That's good. Boom, 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 boom. That's sick. I didn't actually notice that, man. Damn. Now that I think about it, fuck.
Shout outs to T Dot for that shit. That's great. Toronto.
Absolutely.
You're awesome.
That was cool, man. That's cool. Now that I think back to it, it is actually, that's exactly what they were doing.
Hmm?
That's cool. No, for sure.
That is what they did. That is what they're all about. Okay, so up next, we're gonna move on here as things pick up. I actually really like this whole next chunk of the show. So MJF cuts a cool promo, talking about how, you know, being the bad guy is lonely, and he doesn't, you know, maybe it's not necessarily what he likes, but it's what he truly believes he has to do in order to become the, you know, the world champion, etc. I like this from MJF, and I know disingenuous asshole is kind of like his shtick at this point, but he pulls this off really well every time he brings it out, where it seems like, okay, I'm a little conflicted, but also I'm not conflicted at all. Go fuck yourself. I love this shit from MJF. It was great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the thing about MJF right now, he's being a prick not only to the baby faces but to the heels too. So he's just like he's just an asshole, and he's on a different planet compared to everyone else because he's giving shit literally to the heels and the baby faces.
That's all it is. He's great. I actually don't mind the fact that people like Punk and you mentioned Omega. I'm actually not so upset that they're gone right now, because I actually think that the star to build this company around is MJF.
Oh, definitely, dude. I mean, they were going that way anyway with him and Punk. Except now he's on a different course, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I just mean I think that this gives him like the proper focus a little earlier, but I don't think it's too early. I actually think that they're risking not pulling the trigger early enough with this kid because he's money.
Absolutely. Just the only thing is, man, he makes everybody look bad, and we'll get to that. Like, we'll get to later on when, you know, Mr. Butterfly Boy himself and John Moxley have a little face-off. But like I said, we'll soon get to that.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, we're going to get to that now.
Cool.
So MJF brings up the World Championship. So guess who the fuck comes out next? It's Wild Thing himself, World Champion John Moxley. He gives the same promo he's given for the last 3 years.
I'm going crazy.
I'm the world champion. It's hard to be the world champion, but
it's just real grumbly and mad. I don't fucking know. I don't. Why the fuck are you so grumbly and mad? Like,
I know. Look at his wife. Look, I know exactly. Continue. Sorry.
You know, your wife is pretty fucking hot. Also, she's Canadian, so she's cool. But also, like, her podcast is called Oral Sessions, so she's got to be pretty fucking good at that shit. Why are you so fucking mad?
It's true, dude. You got to listen to his audiobook, bro. I'm telling you now. You have to listen to his audiobook. The shit he says is whack. Like, in a good way, though.
You told me some of the stories from it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Oh, boy.
All right.
Yeah, man.
So, next up. Okay. I actually liked this segment, but Adam Page comes out. And every single time he comes out at this point, I'm just reminded that, this guy, his character is so fucking confused. I can't figure out who he is. Is he the rhinestone cowboy? Is he a brokeback cowboy? Is he like exactly what kind of cowboy is he? Because it's been very difficult to try to figure him out.
I'll tell you what type of cowboy he is, bro. He's a man. It's all about being a man, bro. Again, I know I fucking screwed this damn song, but I'm sorry. This is the storylines that fucking AEW and TK present to you all the time. Am I a man? Is it fucking... Facebook user says Jimmy fucking T. Thanks, I guess, whoever that is. Also, Facebook user says Mox is just about the worst wrestler on the planet. I'd rather watch paint dry. Ooh. And Todd also in the chat says he's world champion. He's got a hot wife. He's got a kid. Why is he so pissed off all the time? I mean, that's what we're trying to figure out. But what we do know is Hangman and Adam Page a man or not?
I mean, he's real mad about being called a boy. And yeah, just real quickly about Moxley. It's like, dude, I don't mean to be insensitive, but like, why don't you have yourself a double and then just smile a little bit? Like, fuck. Like, relax, bro. Anyway, yes, Adam Page comes out. He's very angry. Very, very angry. John Moxley called him a kid or a boy or something. And so, I'm not a boy, I'm a man, because when I get knocked down, I get back up and blah, 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 blah. Okay, to be fair, I actually liked the promo. I really did. Like, I thought that he gave a lot of fire in this promo. I'm on record as saying he was a crap world champion. Jimmy, did you duck out? Okay, I'll just keep talking. Hopefully Jimmy goes back. What's up, everybody? Solo show with Chris Ambs. Anyway, I'm on record as saying that he was a crap world champion. I'm on record as saying his gimmick is confused. But this promo was actually pretty fucking great. If you're going to watch one thing back from this show, these three segments, MJF, Moxley, Page, are probably the three ones to look up and watch. And as far as what Jimmy was saying about MJF and his reaction and how he buries everybody, like, this was a pretty good promo back and forth between Page and Moxley. And when they showed MJF, his reaction was to just kind of smirk and smug and laugh and ha ha ha, this is stupid. And MJF, the guy is just money. He's so much money, dude. So I'm gonna turn comments on here so that I don't. Moving on here. Hopefully Jimmy comes back, and if he doesn't, I'll just stick with you guys till the show's over. But it'll just be me, which means it's like a 60% more attractive show. Ha ha! Welcome to my show, my skirmish. All right. Next up here, Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson. So these two guys have had a couple of good matches so far. In the last little bit here on AEW TV. They had another good match tonight. I actually think that Chris Jericho, I'm not sure what was happening 6 to 9 months ago, but he seemed like he was getting worse, and he seems like he's gotten better. I'm not sure if it was an injury or if he was just feeling a little unfocused, but you know, he seems to be doing better now. I agree, Todd. This should have been the main event of the night. The fact that fucking Orange Cassidy main evented, that's always a bad idea for me. I don't like that guy. Jimmy, you're back.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was weird. Anyway, good job fucking continuing on though, man.
I know. I'm a professional. actually kind of
Absolutely.
am a professional. I've been paid for podcasting. You know how fucking
Yes.
cool that is?
That's true. Oh, and by the way, it's the doc. All right, what's going on, bro? I'm gonna have you back on the show soon, man. Actually, if you got to check out, it's old school PWC now at this point. But I interviewed,
Sorry,
and man, because he's also New York State Athletic Commission. Sorry,
keep going. You froze there for a second, bro.
damn, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Keep going.
Oh, I don't know why I'm frozen. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, man, check out that interview. But I'm going to interview him again because he also represents the New York State Athletic Commission in both MMA and pro wrestling. His stories are fucking brilliant. Not to mention, he's a legit doctor. So there's a lot of stories there too. So look out for that.
Cool. We should talk boxing sometime if he's ever done that for the New York State Athletic Commission.
He has. As a matter of fact, fucking there's boxing on right now. It's Kambosos Haney fucking number 2, bro. And if Kambosos loses this time, he's done. Like his career's done. Like he said it himself.
He's
I'm gonna
probably
retire.
gonna have to. He's probably gonna have to do something like a Arturo Gatti type career after this if he loses. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't see him winning, bro. That's the problem. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
Definitely. Come on, Cambo.
All right. So Jericho and Bryan Danielson. This was a good match. Like I said, like I was saying, I think that Chris Jericho has improved somewhat over the last couple of months, and I don't know if that's just he's lost some weight, which it seems like he has, or if he had a nagging injury or something for a while there. But his work over the last couple of weeks, at least, has actually been really solid. I liked this match. Obviously, in Toronto, Chris Jericho is not going to be booed. It doesn't matter what the fuck happens. The crowd response to Danielson reversing the walls was great.
And he applied it properly too.
Of course he did, because he's Bryan fucking Danielson. And then the finish.
What can we say, bro?
Fucking swerves for the sake of swerves, bro. Like,
It's AEW, bro. It's TK, man. That's what I mean, bro. I'm so fucking sick of it. It's just, I don't know, bro.
Honestly, man, it's like if I were to be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Jimmy. I don't fucking like you. And then by the end of the show, I'm like, actually, Jimmy, I'm just kidding, buddy. We're all good. We're all good. Like, don't do a fucking swerve just for the sake of a swerve. Like, oh, look, he's not really a good guy.
Exactly. So dumb, bro. It's dumb. That's what it is. It's childish shit.
It was a swerve, bro.
Swerve, bro.
Bro.
Swerve.
Bro, it was a swerve, bro.
It was a swerve.
Shout outs to Vinny Roo. We love you on the show.
Absolutely. Bro.
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 Bro. To be fair, I say dude a lot. I do
Me
that.
too. But I'm a bro guy too, though. And not because of fucking Vinny Roo, because I've always said bro, even through high school.
I have legitimately called, like, people who I was having sex with dude.
Me too. I mean,
I have done
said
that.
it.
I've just been like, dude, what the fuck?
It's true.
And then,
Like,
and then she's just like, why are you calling me dude? Like, sorry.
Just quietly, Kambosos and Haney is happening right now, right? And Kambosos apparently is doing fucking really well, and it's round 6. Apparently it's a war. Yeah.
Good.
So I'm kind of fucking distracted here a little bit, man, because of that. Damn. Better than this swerve.
Way better than the swerve. Todd Brantley actually says in the chat, the only swerve I like is Swerve Strickland. Whose house?
Swerve's house, clearly. I mean, hey, it's true. I mean, the only swerve I like too is Swerve Strickland, but I don't even like where they're going with him lately either, Chris, to be honest. I mean, we touched on it before, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Also, Daniel Garcia completely missed his fucking cue. Like, they were standing around waiting for him to come out there for like a solid 5 or 6 seconds there, where it was just like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like I can just picture somebody in the back, just being like, Daniel, 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 get the fuck out there! What are you doing?
Yeah, fuck me, bro. Like seriously. Well, I mean, what can you say with this shit anymore, bro? Like, honestly, like where are they going with all this shit? That's what I want to know. Now we're going on to Dalton Castle.
I guess so. Dalton
Which
Castle.
is cool, but I don't mind Dalton Castle, right? Especially the older Dalton Castle, the old version, the old school version. Especially when he used to use the remix of that Queen song. The I Want It All song, the I Want It All. He used to come out to that. But
good stuff.
Now,
by the way. Love Queen.
Absolutely, nothing wrong with Queen. Heck, nothing wrong with the boys. And did you know they're trios champions also?
What?
The Ring of Honor trios champions. Did you know that? Dalton Castle and the boys are Ring of Honor trios champions.
Hashtag no more belts.
There's 2 trios fucking belts. And just quietly, Todd, I'm a fan of Dalton Castle also. I like him. I really do. But I don't like the way he's been portrayed in AEW, that's for sure.
No. I guess we'll get into Danhausen too later. He showed up in the main event.
Jesus Christ. I don't know if he's fucking ribbing Scott Hall in a way. You know when Scott Hall used to do the...
I don't know, but Scott Hall did it as a rib.
I know, but like... It's like... you know what I mean? What is this? Like...
It's
cursed?
Fucking stupid is what it is, Jimmy. Yes, by the way, Dr. Arroyo, your comments are coming through, but it does still say your Facebook user. So
yeah, look,
welcome,
if you want to
Facebook user,
Doc, if you want to get your name on the chat, go to the show's sort of description. It'll tell you exactly how to do it there, and then click on the link there. Then you'll be able to see who's commenting.
Yeah. All right, so whatever. I don't like this. It's dumb, and I hate. That's a good comment, actually. You want to highlight that one from Todd?
Where is it? Well, Todd says in the chat, how about Samoa Joe being Ring of Honor TV champion, even though Ring of Honor doesn't have TV? That's so true.
They should rename it. They should rename it the Podcasting Championship, because it's the only thing that ROH gets any press on. Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell, man. It's just... what can you say, bro? You got fucking
Sheet Championship.
The Dirt Sheet Championes of the Dirt Sheets, bro.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
Seriously, like, what else are we gonna have next? Are we gonna have the fucking the Battle Royale fucking champion? I can see it, bro. I can so see it.
I swear to God, man.
Nah, they have enough titles. No, they fucking don't, Todd. Yeah, they want everybody to be a champion, bro. Everyone, like, you know that be a star fucking thing that WWE does? Well, in this case, everyone could be a champion in AEW, bro. Even if the company doesn't exist, you're still a champion. Even if the belt is not even sanctioned as a real belt, it still gets defended at Battle of the Belts, though. And I'm talking about FTR. I mean, not FTR, the FTW Championship.
Bro. It's you know what AEW sometimes reminds me of is like, did you ever see that episode of Oprah where she was like, you get a car and you get a car and you get a car and everybody gets a car? It's like that's
fucking
TK
ridiculous,
with championships. You get a belt and you get a belt and everybody gets a belt.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke, bro.
Jesus,
As a matter of fact, bro, watch, you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. Because you're right, everybody gets a belt. I mean, do we even get a belt? I mean, shit. Todd says in the chat, even if you're not a champion, hey, that's fucking true, bro.
God.
You can steal it like Nyla Rose did. And yes, I would be shaking my head too, as I am right now. It's fucking true. He ain't wrong. You know what, Chris? I know you're yawning, but bro, not only do they all get belts, and you can steal a belt, you can fucking, you know what? You can turn up with your belt buckle, right? And claim that's a championship and call it the fucking, I don't know, call it
Everybody in
this.
the audience, now listen to me carefully, is being given a special package, and I don't want you to open it. Do not open it. Cameras are on you, so do not open until I tell you. All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3. You get a call. 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 Everybody gets a call.
Everybody gets a championship, bro. Everybody. Everybody. What the? Why are you sounding like that, bro? You sound like a chipmunk. How'd you do that? Is it just me, or does he sound like a fucking little bitch? It's like, hello?
Okay, there we go. There we go.
What the fuck happened there, bro?
I don't know. My fucking audio dipped out with that clip.
You were sounding like a chipmunk, dude. I swear to you. Like, you're like, hello? That was funny.
Well,
I swear, dude. Literally.
you got all kinds of funny shit on the show. Jimmy dropped
What
out at
the
one point.
fuck?
I turned into Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Great.
Chip-and-Dale.
You know, honestly though, like
Rescue Rangers.
those reactions from the people in the audience from that Oprah clip, literally, I think that's what the AEW locker room is like. Like, they're all such fucking marks for this shit that when TK is like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get a belt, and you're gonna get a belt, and you're gonna get a belt," everybody's just like, "Oh my god, this is great. We get a belt." Like, yeah, you get a belt, you fucking marks.
Fucking Mark Tards. It's true, man. Fucking true. Absolutely spot on, man. Fuck this shit.
Sorry. Fuck this shit, yo. I'm going the fuck home. Rolling my shoulders as I run back to this 8-mile road.
Hey, there you go. Fuck.
Yeah. Hey. Little fucking rap? Why not? We can rap on this show, too. All right. Todd Brantley says, everyone gets a belt except the people that actually deserve them. Yes. And also, if everybody has a belt, nobody's special. If everybody's 7 feet tall, nobody's a giant. Fucking stupid.
Like Ricky Starks and Serena Deeb, absolutely. But hey, don't tell them that.
Yeah, because I'm sure at some point they'll just get another belt. All right, let's move on here. We're going to go to Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm and Hikaru Who Gives a Shit.
Hikaru took a shita.
Hikaru Who Gives a Shita. This match followed a pretty simple tag formula where the heels isolated one of the faces. They sort of dominated and kind of picked on Tony Storm until there was a hot tag to Hikaru. That's the wrong way to book your champion. Champ should be strong. Book your champ strong. Because, I mean, unless you want a whole repeat of the whole Adam Page thing where everybody was like, don't really care.
They're still kind of like that still, bro.
Yeah. After that, I mean, they did that for a little bit where they were focusing on story. Shida wins the match. I suppose that sets up for Storm versus Shida. But why? Are there no good, solid heels right now? Could we not have gone with Jamie Hayter?
I don't even know anymore, bro. This is all over the place. This sort of storyline, feud, whatever you want to call it, they're teased Hayter turning on fucking Baker, then they don't, and then they're together again, and then I don't have a clue what the fuck's going on. This just, to me, is just a fucking mess, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing is a mess. The women's division right now is a goddamn mess. Like, it seems like they're focusing more on Jade Cargill and the minor championship than they are on their world title, which is not a good thing. It's like Jade Cargill is the story, and whatever's happening with the main women's championship is just, oh, they'll have a good match, and that's really piss poor marketing. It's really piss poor writing. Like, there's nothing good about that being the truth about your women's division right now.
Spot on, bro. Fucking true, man. I couldn't have put it better than myself. You're spot on, man.
Yeah.
And we've got some more comments.
Of course, Todd, we do. Because Todd is fucking awesome.
Absolutely. And Jamie also he says,
dominate me anytime.
Yeah.
No, me too. Yeah, Jamie, call me.
And he also says, because if they went with Hayter, that would make sense. They should have just turned her babyface. What the fuck is she? Is she babyface? She heel? She a tweener? That no one's a babyface or a heel. I feel like in AEW.
There are no babyfaces and heels because that's an archaic form of storytelling, and really every character on our show is like somewhere in the middle, man. You know, like yeah. Everyone's kind of gray, bro. Like nobody's really good or bad, and you're a fucking moron because that doesn't work for storytelling. You have to have an antagonist and a protagonist. You have to. If you don't, your story sucks.
Sucks. It's true. It's damn true. But what luck they listen? They don't listen, bro. They don't give a fuck. All they listen to, TK listens to TK, man. That's it. Simple.
Yep.
That's all it is, man.
You know, it's funny. Like I've seen people say, I've seen people say, you know, TK should hire somebody so that he doesn't have all the booking responsibilities. The thing is, TK doesn't want to hire anybody.
He doesn't.
TK really doesn't care about AEW being successful. He cares about being his toy. That's it. He's playing with a toy. That's the mentality of this super rich, spoiled child who owns AEW. It's not about making the company successful for him. That's not his primary concern. His primary concern is, am I having fun with my toy? So, no. He's going to keep booking. And then he's going to book ROH. And then if he gets a chance to buy Impact, he'll book that too. The guy will never give up the reins because it's not about creating a successful company or making money. It is 100% about feeding that guy's ego. He wants to play with his toys.
Literally his toys. And Todd says in the chat, Hayter's supposed to be the heel, but gets face reactions, which is why she should be a face. And he also goes on to say, listen to your damn audience. But you think, wasn't AEW supposed to be that company that listens to their audience when clearly they're not?
No, they're not the company that listens to their audience. They're the company that listens, they're the company that listens to exactly the same thing that all other companies in this fucking corporate world right now listen to. They listen to the audience that makes the most noise, not the ones that spend the most money. We keep getting these fucking characters and things fucked up about our TV shows and movies, fucked up things that make no sense, where every single TV show has to have a transgendered person now. Every single TV show has to have, you know, all of this progressive politics and bullshit. I don't have any problems with anybody's sexuality. You do whatever the fuck you want if you're an adult. Cool, bro. That's my reaction. But the fact that every single thing has to have that character in it, and that's their character, because they're not a cool character who happens to be transgendered. They are the transgendered character for the TV show that they're working on. And that's fucking stupid, and it's patronizing, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. And that's what every single company seems to be listening to. It's that crowd. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something about that crowd. I'm going to tell you something about the people who insist that you have a transgendered character on every single TV show. They don't spend money. They don't 100%. Spend fucking money. They're 100%. Not the people who you ought to be fucking, like, leaning into. You ought to
They're all
figure out-
inclusive now, Chris. Careful.
You need to figure out who the people are who are actually spending money on your product, and those are the people who you need to be booking this shit for. You need to be booking this shit for the guys who are listening to us. You need to be booking this shit for the guys who are watching Bin Hameen clips. You need to be booking this shit for people who actually care about professional wrestling, and not for the fucking Twitter brigade that go, oh yes, Nyla Rose, we love her so much, and then don't buy a fucking t-shirt. That's stupid.
Yeah, it's true, man. And Todd says in the chat, speaking of which, can you guys explain to me what the Trust Busters are supposed to be? You tell us. I mean, do you want me to be frank? I mean, I hate to be frank. They might be the biggest mishmash faction I've ever seen. Or are they? I mean, there are a bunch. There's a. I don't know what the fuck they are. All I know is there's a. What do you call those guys?
They seem a little puffy to me.
There we go. A little poofy indeed. That's exactly what it feels like. There are a bunch of poofs, including Ari Davari. Yeah, just a little bit, like, hello, boys. You wouldn't want me to be a poof, that's for sure. Exactly.
I don't
want
to think about you having sex in any kind of...
No. Don't even go there, bro. Fuck. I don't even want to think of myself like that. That's.
Oh, fuck.
Don't even go there, bro. Damn. Soof. Damn, bro. Now you just thrown me right off.
All right.
Oh,
shit. Let's get it back here.
Damn.
We'll talk about the main event that shouldn't have been the fucking main event.
Damn, I might as well stop fucking. Anyway.
The All Atlantic Championship. I don't know.
The All Atlantic everything, Chris.
One more of these fucking belts, eh?
It's a main event title now, bro.
Main event. Listen, this was an okay match. Actually, Cassidy, he makes sense when he's fighting somebody who's smaller because he doesn't look so ridiculous. And Pac is a stud. Like, he is really one of the best guys in ring that this company has. And he was able to carry the match. At one point, there was a tombstone pile driver on the steel outside the ring, and that was a transition.
Transition, eh?
It used to be that shit like that was the finish. Not just the finish, that was an angle. Like, 20 years ago, Orange Cassidy would have been out for the next 3 months after taking a tombstone on the steel.
Yeah, but not in AEW, brother.
Yep, not in AEW.
And you know what I realized too, watching this main event? Honestly, I had like that Jesus moment, bro. I realized from watching SmackDown to watching this shit, right? You had your main event in Pac, and I'm taking nothing away from Pac. Pac is the shit, right? Pac versus Orange Cassidy for the All Atlantic Championship, right? But then you look at the competition, and you've got guys like Roman Reigns at the top of the card. You got guys like Brock Lesnar. I mean, hate them or love them, but they're fucking megastars compared to Orange Cassidy and fucking Pac. But Orange Cassidy, though, think about it. That's your main event, bro. That's your main event. While meanwhile over there, it's night and day, bro. And like Todd says, unless you're the Undertaker or Kane, no way, bro. Yeah, no way. Let's not go there. But the point is, the star power in WWE and AEW right now, when you look at it at the top of the card right this moment, like really they should have Jericho and Danielson be the main event.
Yeah.
When you think about it, right?
Exactly. That should have been the main event here. That was the bigger names having the bigger match. That was a blow off after, this was their third match is what they called it, right? This was the third time they've wrestled. Apparently. And it was the ROH championships on the line. That's a bigger deal than the All Atlantic fucking championship, which is nothing.
Yep. Nada.
It's literally Pac's second championship. He's the trios champion. So
he's got 2 belts. That's right. I forgot he was the trios champion. There we go. We got the AEW trios championships too. Since, let's be honest, since the Bucks and Kenny got stripped, they mean absolutely nothing now.
I mean, they meant nothing when Kenny and the Bucks had him too. It was just one. Oh, look at my belt. I have this belt now. I was the first champion to ever. Like, shut up.
I was the first champion.
I
got the belt. I got the belt. Me belty.
Belty. All right. Cassidy wins this match after some distractions from Danhausen, and there was a hammer that was taken away and then not taken away, and then it didn't wind up making a difference. Cassidy wins. He's the new All-Atlanta Pacific East Indian Ocean champion. And
Eastern Ocean, Indian Oceans, Atlantic's.
Your main event tonight gets my Jimmy Crack Corn and
I don't care
of the night. The Toronto crowd really made this show more bearable than it should have been.
True.
They were fun. They were making lots of noise. I think about, oh, scissor me dad.
That's cool.
Laugh my fucking ass off.
You make me want to play the song now, damn it.
I know, right? Way to go, Toronto. You were great. This show was mediocre. The main event stuff, not the actual main event of the show, but the main event segment with MJF, Moxley, and then Paige. That was good stuff. It was good television. But most of the rest of this was a pretty big mess. Either it's too long in the tooth, like the stuff between Jurassic Express, or there's no focus whatsoever. Like, I don't know. Like, is Toni Storm a face?
She's nothing. Tell. She's just boring right now.
She's the world champion, and I don't know what the fuck she's about.
That makes two of us. She's champion, but so what?
Yeah. It's
so is everybody.
No, really. It's like, yeah. I don't even know what to call it. I literally don't even know what to call it. I don't even. It's like if Val Venus just one day like won the world championship while he was in the Right to Censor. Like his Right to Censor version, which was basically nothing. It was basically just Val Venus in a suit with a frown on his face was your world champion. There's nothing there with Toni Storm. I don't understand her motivations. I don't understand why I should care about her. This company is fucked, bro. Because it's just all it is it's a man-child playing with the toys he bought. It's not a company,
toys, bro.
It's not a company that has an eye on creative responsibility. It's not a company that has its eye on making money. It is literally just a billionaire trust fund kid playing with his toys. That's what we're watching every week.
Oh, Sesame Daddy. Daddy TK. Daddy Khan. Yeah. Yeah, let's fucking screw, man. That's how you used to do it as a kid, you know what I mean? Like, Sesame, girl. The girl would be like, no, please. Get away.
You can't really, like, because scissoring is something that lesbians do where they do that with their legs, right? Like,
yeah, they'd get a lot of chafing doing it that way, wouldn't they?
They do. That's why lesbians are always shaved. I literally learned about this in my most recent
I was only fucking around, but is that true, really? I mean,
that is true. Well,
it makes sense.
Think about the friction that would be created if they weren't shaved, right? Like,
right. I mean, if you scissor too much, I mean, come on.
That would get uncomfortable.
Scissor me,
and folks, this is the fucking information that you come to the skirmish for. Okay,
yeah.
Lesbians shave because if they don't, scissoring is very uncomfortable. You're welcome. God damn it.
Extremely uncomfortable, damn it. Shout out to all the lesbians out there. We love yous.
Shout outs to all our lesbians.
Lesbi friends.
Let's be friends, guys. All right, that was the show.
It was?
That was the show. It's closing time.
No.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I've been Chris Ambs. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Chris Ambs1. And you can find me on Facebook now, too. I'm Chris Ambs again. I'm no longer hiding.
Oh, no hiding. No Taliban.
No hiding. Fuck you. Fuck you all. I am an asshole.
I'm an asshole.
Tell the people where they can find you, brother.
Well, you can find me right here and Chris, right here at the PWCnetwork.podbean.com, where you can find all our shows. You can also find us at channelattitude.com, where for $5 you can hear me and Chris talk more AEW and more particularly Rampage. Also, please like and subscribe at the Hamin Media Group.podbean.com, where you will find all our affiliate shows, and at the Hustle and at the blogpod.com. In saying that, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can at DJ MassFX right there, and at the PWC Network. And I think I'm done, Chris. So tell them where they can find you, my man.
Already did that, Jimmy. You can find me on Twitter.
Well.
Etc. Peace the fuck out. We'll see you next week. We love you.
See yous.